We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Seed. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Room here to run. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 35 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, Strong. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Cook up the gut. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Strong. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Cook following the penalty. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Dolphins in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Catch made right side by Wilson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Dancing to his left. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Oh, he's got some, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Off the play fake. Strong. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Strong. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Joseph's got it, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Mostert's got all the speed in the world, but injuries have kept him from being able to show that over a full season. Now he finds himself competing for starting touches in Miami and hoping to get back to his 2019 form in San Francisco, where he topped 770 yards with 8 touchdowns.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but They were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season, nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Green Jack, 50, green. Ready, go.
Tua now on 1st down, out to his left. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Tua going to throw. Rolling to his left. And it's caught. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready? Shot, 17, Black Ultra.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. That is caught by Thielen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Check 26, check 26.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we?
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 72 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for two. Tua going to try and throw for it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Off the play fake. Strong steps away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Strong. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off play action. Strong. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Give to Cook out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Strong. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
Joseph's got it, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 31, Tua. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, second and goal. Wilson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. From the gun, a run with Mostert. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. A run with Mostert up the middle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
91 is the mic. It's been a long day for you.
Blue striker.
91 is the mic. Mike 91. Come on. 91 is the mic. Hey, watch the leg.
On second and goal, Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. Strong. Pass incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the ground, Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Strong. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I hope you brought your rest because I'm about to take you to school.
Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right
Ready, ready.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as